This is Nesh. At age 35, he had more belly fat than ever before. Less than a year later, his body looks completely different. Today, his belly fat is lower than about 98% of men. This didn't happen by accident. It happened because belly fat is not lost all at once. It's lost in layers. Most people don't realize this. And because of that, they get stuck. Why belly fat is different. At the start of his journey, Nesh had a body fat level of about 29.5%. A DEXA scan showed something important. This scan doesn't just show total body fat, it shows where fat is stored. In Nesh's case, his belly fat was higher than anywhere else on his body, about 34%. This pattern is very common, especially in men. For many people, the belly becomes the body's favorite place to store fat. Large studies show that as waist size increases, health risks increase too, even if body weight stays the same. To understand this better, researchers analyzed thousands of body scans from men and women. What they found explains why belly fat feels so stubborn. The 3 layers of belly fat for men below about 25% body fat. Belly fat is similar to fat in other areas. But once body fat rises above that level, the belly becomes the main storage site. This means 2 things. Belly fat becomes easier to gain and harder to lose. Fat usually comes off the arms, legs, and chest first. The belly lags behind. Only after those easier areas lose enough fat does the body start pulling more from the stomach. This is what we call layer 1. Layer 1, the first barrier. Layer 1 is the soft outer belly fat. It hides any muscle definition. For men, finishing this layer may show the upper ab. For women, the waist tightens and rolls smooth out. This layer usually ends around 20% body fat for men, 28% for women. The good news, this layer is the easiest to lose physically. What worked for Nesh in layer 1, Nesh focused on a few simple habits. He trained just 3 times per week, enough to protect muscle while losing fat. He followed basic food rules, include a palm-sized portion of protein at each meal, eat mostly home-prepared foods, build meals around simple, whole ingredients. He didn't count calories yet. He walked about 8,000 steps per day. And he tracked his body weight each morning. Progress was happening, but mentally it was tough. After 30 days, Nesh felt frustrated. The scale was down, but his belly didn't look very different. What he didn't notice was fat loss in his face, chest, and arms. His waist had already shrunk by several centimeters. This is normal. Early fat loss happens in easier areas first. Seeing progress beyond the belly. To help him stay motivated, Nesh started taking progress photos. This helped him see changes he was missing. Over time, the belly finally started to catch up. By around 90 days, layer 1 was gone. Some upper AB definition was visible. At this point, Nesh was already leaner than most men. But the journey wasn't over. Layer 2. When fat loss slows down, layer 2 usually brings men to around 15% body fat. For women, around 23%. This is where many people quit. Fat loss slows. Weight may stall. Hunger increases. Why? After weight loss, the body burns fewer calories. It also tries to conserve energy without you noticing. To adjust, Nesh increased daily steps slightly, and he trained a bit more with weights to protect muscle. But the biggest change came from nutrition. Why calories start to matter up to this point. Nesh hadn't tracked calories, but to move past layer 2, consistency matters more. He began following a clear calorie target. Meals were planned to keep him full and energized. Different people respond differently to calorie reduction. Some bodies adapt quickly and slow fat loss more than others. Luckily, Nesh's body continued responding well. His ABS became more defined. His waist kept shrinking. Layer 3. The most stubborn fat, even after layer 2, some fat usually remains, especially in the lower belly and sides. This is layer 3. Very few people reach this stage. Fat here is harder to access. The body holds on to it as a safety reserve. At this stage, hunger increases, sleep may worsen, stress levels rise. Sometimes the belly even looks softer due to water retention, not fat. Pushing harder dose in to always help. The role of diet breaks. Instead of cutting food further, Nesh took a short diet break. Calories increased slightly for a few days. This helped reduce stress and improve recovery. When dieting resumed, progress continued. This phase requires patience and self-awareness. Not everyone needs to go this far. And that's okay. Long-term results over about 9 months. Nesh stayed consistent. Slow, steady progress worked best for him. In the end, his total body fat dropped from about 29% to under 17%. Belly fat dropped even more. He also gained lean muscle along the way. The biggest lesson: belly fat loss takes time. It happens in stages, and progress is not always visible right away.